Okay, so good morning, everyone. Thanks for joining with us. So this is HireRankers Basic Python workshop. So we are going to discuss about what is Python and then how we can use Python in machine learning. So today it's going to be very quick workshop, like 30 minutes workshop. So if any questions, we can discuss with another meeting. So this meeting is intended to record it with high level. So once the 30 minutes is over, if you guys are still interested, we'll launch another meeting ID and then we can discuss from there. Okay, so we are, you can
Yes,
continue. Six.
yes, okay. Okay. Good morning, everyone. First of all, thanks for joining this workshop. This workshop, we are going to see the basics of Python. As usual, we will start the presentation followed by practical session. Let's see what is Python. Python is an object-oriented programming. Also, it is a scripting language. Since it is a scripting language, it will be very useful to connect the existing components together in the easy manner. I will say what is the difference between the scripting language and the programming language. The difference between the scripting and programming language is for scripting language, you does not need a compilation process. If it is a programming language, you have to compile the coding before interpret the code. That's why scripting language differs from the programming language. Next slide. Next slide, please. Okay. Now see what is the advantages of Python. Python contains third-party modules. Third-party modules means you can integrate the Python code with any other language or any other platform. We do using the Python in our HireRankers, but our HireRankers base core language is Java. But we are integrate the Python through the third-party modules, and it contains supportive libraries. It contains n number of supportive libraries. You can import that library into your code. It will reduce the number of lines in the coding. And it is a open source and community development. It is open source and free to use, and it too has the community for reference. Learning is and supportive available. If you are a beginner in learning programming language, you better start with Python. Rather, you're going through the C or C++, since Python is a fully object-oriented programming, and it is very lightweighted and is very user-friendly. Then next advantage is user-friendly data structure, means it contains a built-in list and dictionary. Uh, that's why you can easily construct the runtime data structure, and you can feed the large number of data structure datas using data. A list and dictionaries. And sixth point is productivity and speed. Since it contains its own runtime environment, you can run the large number of data with high speed, and it will be very productive. These are the main advantages of Python, and Python is also a loosely coupled one. If you have 1,000 number of lines of code means, if you get any other issue in some line means, that doesn't affect the entire code. That's why it is loosely coupled, and Python is a case sensitive one. Now let's see the practical session.
Yeah,
First, we
thanks.
have to. Yes, sir.
Sorry, I'm sorry. I thought you were
Okay.
coming. So let me know. Yeah, you can continue.
Yes, you have to go to the practice sessions for high rankers business. Sorry, high rankers practice.
Yeah, sure. So thanks, Varatharajan.
Yes, sir.
In HireRankers, right? So can I continue or you want to continue? You can continue.
Yes, sir. You can continue, sir. No problem.
Okay, thank you. So, team, so we have like basics in HireRankers and the programming language. So you can select the topic and then you can practice. So go to programming language, you can select Python. So we are going to load a lot of programs. So right now we have the basics. So you can just do the basics programming over here. So, example. So you can just run it. So we have the Python environment inbuilt. So you can see the test result is success. So when we say practice, right? So since we said it's object-oriented programming, So this is like same as similar to Java, and even it's very easy when compared to Java. So you don't need to follow like the syntax exactly as Java. So it's very simple and powerful programming language. What we are trying to do is, so we want to show you how in real time machine learning is getting involved in Python. Okay. So for that, so we have a problem statement. So if so please let me know if you guys are not able to hear me. If you're able to hear me clearly, just say type S in the chat, like, or I will like raise my voice just to make sure it's very audible. Okay, so the problem is like we need to come up with a problem statement, right? So what is the problem? For higher rankers, we have been conducting coding challenge almost 20 plus days, right? So every day like 30 plus developers, you guys are attending the interview, and then like different mode of interview we are conducting. So we are conducting multiple choice as MCQ, program, and voice. So we have the data, I mean the raw data. So we have almost 620 records. In 620 records, we need to find overall who's the topper. So to find that in 620 records using Java programming or any other programming, that will take time. So we have to run a for loop. We have to pick the column name and everything. So what we have done is 5 to 6 lines of Python code to find the top. We have the name, first name, MCQ score, program score, Y score. Actually, this is like the real-time data which we got it from HireRankers team. So if you want to see the data like to calculate the CSV file, so we have the HireRankers coding challenge report, which has like 620 rows into 4 columns. Uh, so and then in 620 rows and 4 columns. So you can see the top five and then bottom five records. So what we are trying to say is, so just 2 lines of code, you can import the CSV using
Sir, sir, sorry to interrupt, sir. Your voice is breaking.
okay. Sorry guys, are you guys able to hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, the challenge is we have to find the topper from 620 records. So what we have done is we use the pandas framework, which is a two-dimensional array. Uh, so we have like a lot of functionality in pandas to analyze the large data. So this is a record. So in this record, we are trying to uh, give the input data and output data. So input data, we are giving the scores, Y score, program score, and then MCQ score as an input to the model. And we are trying to get the output as a first name. So here you can see drop column. So we are dropping the first name column. And then here we are just giving the getting the output as first name. So in model, we are trying to predict who's the topper. So to find the topper, we are giving the input data. So I'm giving like 100 in program score, 100 in Y score, and 100 in MCQ. So you can see like Yuvraj is the topper in MCQ, Vinayagamurthy is the topper in program, and then Priyadarshini she's the topper in Y. So if you go back to the raw data, so here you can see Priyadarshini, she has 68. So I'm giving like my topper is 100, right? Even if I give like 68, I'll get her name. If I give like 60 something, so I'll get Soumya as a topper. So our topper range is, so whoever is in the top level like 100. So when I give 100 each, so Yuvraj, MCQ, Vinayagamurthy, so program and Priyadarshini voice. So this is we are trying to find using the large data. So far we just given 600 records. Even we can give like 6 lakhs record or more than that. So the program is very pretty fast. So we can get the data in like within a fraction of seconds. So this is like simple coding using Python. This is like one like the simple use case. So we can build similar AI-based technologies. So what we are trying is from HireRankers, we are trying to build our own chatbot. So I think last week in workshop we have shown AI chatbot using AWS Lex, right? Amazon. So what we are trying is we are going to build our own chatbot engine from HireRankers. So that is our goal. So the next thing is to visualize this data. So how the data mapping, how the data flow or data framing is happening. So I'll just show you. So this is how the data framing is happening. So this in total we have like 620 samples. So it's taken 620 samples, and then here you can see it's trying to find MCQs less than or equal to 475. So you can see like that the data structure is working, and then here you can see who's the topper. Like here Yuvraj is the topper for MCQ. So based on the data structure, this is like data tree algorithm. So based on the data tree algorithm, our machine is trying to understand who is the topper, and then it's trying to predict who is the highest scorer in our higher rankers. So this is like quick presentation, and then so during this week, right, like we are going to conduct the coding challenge only in Python, like Python basics, and then Python using machine learning. So so end of the week, right, end of next week, so you become very strong in Python if you are able to attend the interview like every day. Also, if you have any questions, we can start the session for question and answer. So far, is it understandable? We are you there?
Yes, yes, sir.
Okay. So so team, if you have any questions, let me know. Again, I will run through the program if you guys need it. So we want to show like how machine learning working with our internal data, like how we are collecting the data and then building the model and displaying the data, something like that.